You will have the opportunity to free yourself from any position that is keeping you incarcerated by negative thoughts. I really see that the doubts that you might find yourself, being held up on, you will have a very a better perspective. You will keep off. You'll start relieving yourself from this position of feeling like you are powerless or you cannot get the love that you desire. I am getting that you'll start committing yourself and making more effort to build a relationship that. Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be your love reading for the month of July, and as we all know that the messages may not resonate with each and every one of you, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And also to be aware that time frame may be fluid. Not everything that I mentioned will be set in stone. So looking into your reading, we will be focusing on your past, present, and the future. I am getting that messages from your tarot. It's more of you starting to move in a place of settlement. You have seemed to be following your heart, following your intuition, following your inner guidance in getting into a connection with a person that seems to be very genuine and very serious about commitment. I am getting that you have clearly, envisioned your relationship or your love life with this person. You might have had some certain expectations, or you may had to make changes in your love life and how you conduct yourself or give yourself into a relationship as compared to how you used to do things in the past. You might have struggled to, let go of certain things, but I am getting that there were certain adjustments and adaptations that you had to get through in order for you to find a relationship that is going to be very harmonious and give you stability or balance in your life. There is some hope and clarity that you had about a certain person here, although there may be some ways, having to follow some form of leadership. You may have had to comply to someone else's orders in order for this relationship to build or to be built in a certain way. I am getting that there was a lot of creativity that you wanted to explore in your love life. Also had some pleasures that you wanted to navigate in order for you to find love that is genuine and intentional too. In the near future, in the present moment, I am getting that you are starting to release all your fears, you release all your doubts, release any negative energies that you have been holding on to. You are to leave behind emotions that no longer serve you. You are to take things in a different way and also have clarity moving forward in your love life. There may be some ways and like communication issues here that are prohibiting you from exploring love from a natural point of view. You could have trying to force things a little bit, or maybe having putting a lot of pressure on yourself, or just finding yourself getting into a connection that will give you some direction or some clarity. You definitely want to see yourself being in a relationship that is going to bring a lot of happiness and joy in your life. At this point, you could be struggling to get to that, or you may be facing a person that may be absent right now emotionally, and now all that you have to do is to rely on communication. I am getting that in the near future, the things will start to develop much more. I see a new beginning and stability, creating solid foundations and making way out of any doubts that you might have had about your love life. You will have the opportunity to free yourself from any position that is keeping you incarcerated by negative thoughts. I really see that the doubts that you might find yourself, being held up on, you will have a very a better perspective. You will keep off. You'll start relieving yourself from this position of feeling like you are powerless or you cannot get the love that you desire. I am getting that you'll start committing yourself and making more effort to build a relationship that is solid. For some of you, you could be living a relationship that is not really satisfying you. You're starting to move away from a person that is not communicating clearly with you. So a lot of changes that are coming through in your life, in your love life, and these are really certainly positive changes that you will need to make. I am getting that with looking into your Lenormand. We have the bird, we have the stork, and we have the whip. With this, it shows that acts of of communications and clear communications will need to be there. This will change your ways of doing things. I also feel like excitement and also nervousness, worries are definitely going to be there, but it is going to bring in time of transition. Maybe a little bit of a chaotic, overthinking things, but I am getting that things can definitely, work in your favor eventually if you are keeping an open mind. Although things are definitely going to take time, I really feel like you may need to be a little bit more resilient. Don't try to put in, control in having things done in a certain way. There may be some things that you may be guilty of. I see that you may fear having any transitions or changes, not knowing which direction this relationship will be going, but I do see things becoming clear and I do see things improving. So yeah, that is what I'm getting on your love life for the month of July in the tarot and Lenormand cards. Okay, let's see messages from the oracle cards. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic love life. You could be starting to want things to be done in a uniformed way, So therefore, you need to be open in, exploring different ways of doing things. I really see that keeping your mind out of a cycle or a rhythm or a repetitive action. You need to detach yourself from that. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Okay. It could also be talking about you could be overly codependent on someone and always showing some form of desperation to be in settlement, or finding yourself not being able to live with a person because you want to be in a connection that is really solid for you, or that is going to give you that satisfaction that you desire. Children. Your love life is being affected by children, and this can come from you being a little bit naive. It could also be a situation whereby you could also have children involved in your love life, and that is making you not to be able to do things by yourself and depend on your partner. All right, attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So that is what we have for you in your relationship. So there may not be enough affection for you at this moment, and you could depend on that because you want someone who is very innocent, like someone who's going to be vulnerable and innocent to you. So therefore, try not to push yourself against the wall when things are not working in you in the way that you want things to be. Okay, within the next few months, so there may be developments within the next few months. It's up to you. Okay, so on how you want things to be, things will definitely start working or having like some great rewards within a year from now. All right. clarity of mind. Detach yourself from negativity. Finding balance. Okay, you need to find balance too. Ground yourself. Make the best of it while it's still there. I feel like this relationship, the relationships that you will be engaging in, will need you to put your find make your mind clear in order for you to think logically and make rational decisions about your love life. Stop criticizing yourself, stop criticizing others. And I really feel like you also need to look into the patterns of you always instilling negativity in your mind. But things definitely are going to take shape eventually in time. So take the advantage of the opportunities that are there for you to change your love life. See with eyes of love underneath the cards. Okay. Stop overly criticizing yourself. All right. I really hope this helped, Sagittarius. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I will see you next time. Goodbye for now.